Alright guys, what is up? It is March 19th, 2026. Today I am filming my March 20th vlog on the 19th because I'm about to go to Chicago for a cousin's wedding in a couple hours, and I'm not going to have the time to shoot my yearly vlog tomorrow, so that's why I'm doing this a day early. So I usually do this March 20th vlog every single year since 2020 to kind of just reflect on where I'm at currently, where I was a year ago, and like future goals. That's just kind of like the point of this video. If you're new here, if you're a returning subscriber, obviously things have changed a lot since last year. Obviously a number of things have kind of went sideways for me, and really did not expect that at all. I didn't think I'd be leaving Vegas that quickly. Obviously I didn't expect for the rug to be pulled beneath me and get laid off from my job unexpectedly. So that just kind of threw me through a massive loop and just kind of made me start over again and not be really prepared for what's to happen next. Obviously, I went through something similar when the pandemic started. I lost my job and everything was kind of just unsure then and there, because at the time, 6 years ago, I was working at a restaurant. The stakes were a bit lower because obviously I went to college and I wanted to like go on to filmmaking, and ended up progressing to that level as years went on, but the stakes were definitely a lot higher losing my job last year than they were 6 years ago, especially with being part of such a massive company with massive success. You know, to me, that was the dream job. You know, I always wanted to work for a hockey team. I definitely miss it a lot. You know, I always expected myself to be a part of another hockey team or just another team in general. When you don't have a plan, when, you know, things kind of happen so quickly, you don't really know what to do or what to expect. You're kind of just given a certain hand and you just kind of got to deal with it. I interviewed with so many sports organizations during the time of my unemployment. I was only unemployed for probably about like 4 months, which is really not long at all, especially in this economy right now. You know, a lot of people are saying like the job market sucks, but like I wasn't worried about that because of I had such a high standard job that like I didn't think I was gonna be unemployed very long, but I didn't expect to have like an overwhelming amount of interviews with like, I kind of lost track. Like about 20 sports organizations emailed me asking for a first round interview, and I didn't make it past the first round except for like 2 of them, and one of them was my current job. That's like how ridiculous that was, because it was just getting overwhelming and exhausting to a point where it's like, okay, now I gotta go back to the drawing board, come up with new answers, come up with new reasons, research this team or organization, and kind of getting frustrated that I wasn't making it past that first round. It definitely hit my ego really hard when there was, and this was like the first team that I contacted, that there was a team that I always wanted to work for, that I wanted to be a part of, and it was in my hometown, and I tried so hard to like get an interview with them, and I did, and you know, I thought it went really well, but like in hindsight, I should have changed how I answered a couple things during that interview. Obviously that was like the first interview I had right when I lost my job, and I thought for sure that like I had it in the bag, and I didn't make it past the first round. And that hurt like a lot because that was a team I wanted to work for like a really long time, and I didn't get it. But you know, some people said like maybe it just wasn't your time now, like maybe somewhere down the road you'll get that opportunity again and maybe you'll get it. And also just accept to like move on from my previous job because that really hurt a lot too. That wasn't a good day when all those layoffs were happening. It still hurts. It's not how I expected the outcome to happen. You know, like I didn't think I was gonna like live in Vegas for the rest of my life. This wasn't like I'm here for the next until I die kind of thing, but I didn't expect it to like leave that soon. I was only there for like 2.5 years. So you always want to leave a place on your own terms, but sometimes things just happen that are completely out of your control and you just gotta roll with it. You know, I was fortunate enough to get the job that I currently have. Would I ever go back to a sports team? Of course. No doubt in my mind that if something popped up again, I would love to be a part of that. But, you know, I'm trying to make most of what is going on right now and still improve on my skills and my craft. You know, I've been trying really hard to improve myself, so that's just what I've been doing the past couple of months and like focusing on. That's why like also why I haven't like vlogged really is because like I've been like really honing in on my like craft and just trying to improve like my filmmaking skills and stuff. You know, I took the time to watch like 1,000 After Effects videos and like properly learn how to rotoscope and like do effects using that system. I'm obviously well versed in Premiere. Over the summer, I like mentioned that I was studying to get a drones pilot license. I ended up taking the exam in January. I was kind of like procrastinating taking that exam because like my entire life I was never a good test taker, and like you needed a 70% to pass, and I really didn't want to fail it. So I did pass the first time I took the exam. And I actually got in the mail like a couple weeks ago the license. They actually give you like a literal driver's license that's like a pilot's license from the FAA. So that was really cool. So yeah, that's just like where my headspace has been the past number of months, is just really improving on everything that I'm doing. But I'm just like really all over the place right now, which is where I'm at and how I'm feeling with like my life situation. I don't know, like I have no idea what I'm doing. I gotta be honest, like I don't know what I'm doing life wise, I guess, because like I kind of just had to like pick up and leave. I don't doubt in my mind that's gonna happen again soon. Who knows? Or knowing my luck, this time next year, it's gonna be another apartment somewhere else. That's what it's been. Like if you watch every single March 20th video, except for the last like 2024, 2025, I was in a new job situation. That's literally my industry and like my life. Like I said before, nothing's ever gonna be normal with like my career or anything. Mentally where I'm at is just, I'm like, so like, I don't know right now about like anything, and I just want to be like transparent about that because these March 20th vlogs is always me being completely transparent about like how I'm feeling and how I'm doing. So yeah, this is kind of just this March 20th video. Again, I really don't know where I see myself in a year from now at this point. I'm just kind of rolling through the punches, to be honest, and taking advantage of the time I have right now to learn as much and improve as much on everything that I'm doing and just kind of see where I am in a year. Also, I'm planning on doing this thing after work. I'm gonna vlog it soon. I haven't joined it yet, but when I do join it, I'm gonna tell you what it is. It seems like a lot of fun and it's a little intimidating, but there's gonna be a future video on it, so stay tuned for that because it's gonna be a lot of fun. So that's this video. Hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Peace out.